Hey everyone, welcome to another Mental Health Monday tip. This week we were inspired by a friend of our campaign, Angie Watson, who happens to be the mother of my son's girlfriend. She and her family run some student housing, and this week she shared some information about the positivity that she's trying to create through the decor of the rooms and homes that she manages for students. And we were inspired by that, and in talking to our advisors, we learned that there was a direct link between your environment, be that where you study, where you sleep, where you live, where you work, and your mental health. I'm going to give you two tips here. The first is consider the blue space that you have. Everybody talks about green space and having windows, that overlook a park and the trees. There is a lot of evidence right now that points to views of the water. Blue is being associated with water, and significantly lowering the levels of psychological distress that we feel. It's no wonder that owning a home by the beach or with waterfront views is so appealing. So you can't all live in front of a beach or by the water. So for those of us, especially students who aren't so lucky, consider having posters or framed pictures of beachfronts within your room. Consider painting or having blue elements. So that blue space that you're creating around you has a calming effect that really does help to lower psychological distress. The second one is going back to your environment, but specifically the clutter or the organization or the open space that you have in those rooms, be it your dorm room, your room at home, or your study areas. Having that open space allows our minds to create better paths or have different perspectives about the world around us and the work that we do, thus strengthening our cognitive abilities. A lot of students, unfortunately, sometimes have to live in dorms or smaller rooms. So it's really important then, when you do have a smaller room, to consider your organization and to consider your physical working space. Try and keep it as neat and open and clutter-free as possible, giving yourself that open space, which will strengthen cognitive abilities and make it a little bit easier for you to improve and keep your mental health at a high level. Please share this video if you have some students or families with students in school right now. Stay tuned. Next week we'll come back to you with another Mental Health Monday tip.